really bad. Welcome back, everyone. So this is a few days after the Wildman 1 XC, which I had an absolutely brilliant time at. So at that race, I noticed, well, I always assumed there was going to be a really large enduro section, and I was kind of petrified that the huge enduro section would actually be on the novice side that we would have to go through, but luckily the novices enduro section was actually really, really tiny. So, having seen the intermediates enduro section where the logs are absolutely stonking massive, like bigger than I've ever tried to have a go at, like bigger than I would ever consider even trying. And you know, with my last performance over the logs that you saw in one of the other videos a couple of goes back, you know, I just thought I really need to just get this log hop down, get some practice, and just, you know, stop fanning around and just proper have at it and give it a good proper practice. So I come back to Wildman because there is a section here that has actually progressively larger logs, and you know, I actually forgot my bloody GoPro batteries. I thought I was charging it, and I just charged the GoPro without a battery in it, so it didn't charge anything, and then the only battery I had spare was the one left over from the race, so I had no battery left in that either, so I have to record everything on my phone. But whatever, it leaves for shots like this, which is quite nice. You can hear the bird chirping if I stop talking for a second. Anyways, so back at Wildman, it's funny to see like me crash and fail on the logs and not be very successful, but actually, you know, I do succeed sometimes. I just usually only clip the more hilarious failures because it's more interesting. But here's me going back and forth across the logs, slowly getting bigger, getting bigger, getting bigger. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my progress today. I wasn't getting bucked as much. I was actually hitting it with a bit more speed. I was actually doing the wheelie, which is quite important. And as you can see, just pop a wheelie and actually, you know, like Motorrap says, just do a freak wheelie and actually you get over the logs pretty easy. So actually this week, you know, this log previously I was getting bucked every single time I was doing it. And I think I was just really not compressing the suspension as much as I needed to. And just really jumping a bit harder and just giving it a bit more throttle, just being a little bit more aggressive with the throttle really just helped lift that front up. I do really still need to work on the pull back. I was actually watching some more videos about how to do wheelies and stuff like that in hindsight, because I just wanted to see if there was something more I could do, just, you know, anything to improve my technique a bit more. And actually, of course, I forgot one of the things that people were saying, don't pull up, pull back. So I'm going to head out again, and I'm going to try and put more effort and emphasis into pulling backwards rather than pulling upwards to see how much that will help with the wheelie, so that I can use less and less throttle. Because the lower the amount of throttle I use, the slower the speed I am, which means the more controlled I'll feel, and I won't be just like slamming logs as hard as possible. So this is actually the biggest log that I tried for the first time, and on the way back over it, it's as big as my wheel, so, you know, my rear wheel, so I was getting a bit spooked. And there's no ramp either, like it is just a solid wall on this side of the log. So I know, I was still pretty happy. So then I was like, fuck it, take a rest, give it a go again. Okay, I was pretty happy. I was so chuffed. I've never tried anything as big as this, so like this was a big deal for me to do this the first time. Okay, it wasn't quite as big as my wheel, but yeah, I was extremely chuffed with this. So then I was like, well, can't just be a one-hit wonder. Let's give it another go. Yeah, did it again. And as you saw in the clip when I was showing you from when I was walking around with it, you can see there's no kicker, there's no ramp, there's nothing. So, you know, I'm super happy that I managed to do this. So then I go and practice it like more times than I show you in this clip here, because I fall a few times, and you know, I'm starting to get pretty happy about this. I'm starting to make it over this log pretty confidently. I'm not falling around. I'm, you know, able to practice some more better techniques like stopping and all this sort of stuff. And, you know, I'm looking at the big log in the corner thinking, it's only a few inches taller. maybe I could give it a little bit of a blast. Can't just roll this one. It's a little too big. Well, you know, maybe if you just roll it and have enough brute force power, you might actually make it over. But yeah. Look at this idiot. Can't even get off the log. Stupid tiny legs. Can't pull the bike back. Maybe at this point I should have just driven it forwards. I might have actually made it over. But well, it just leads to this clown show, I guess. Alright, so I'm eyeing up this new one. It's even bigger than what I just been practicing on. It's not quite representative because in the middle it's a little bit lower. So the first few times, well, I got scared because even the middle was still as big as the one before. So I got a little bit spooked and I didn't commit as hard as I should have. Didn't give enough throttle. But, you know, not bad. Made it over. Didn't face plant the ground or nothing. So, you know, so it's a good start. Yeah, so I can go round. I felt like that was a pretty good one. I hit the wheelie directly into the log. I need to practice this technique called a double blip so that, you know, as I get onto the log again, I do another throttle blip to try and maintain momentum and direction. This is just, I think like it's called the slapping technique or something like that, where you just hit it with your skid plate and skid over it by wheeling. But I'm making it over and I'm feeling like it looks clean. So I start going higher and higher along the log until I actually, you know, make it to the tool side, the side that I was showing. Yeah, I'm really happy. That one, I just wheelie straight over the bloody log. Save again. Just a slapping technique. Just to show I wasn't doing the smallest part every single time. You can see, first time, second, third, fourth, fifth, however many times I tried now. So now I'm just trying to do some double blips. Oh, I've gained some a family came along out of nowhere and they're now watching me. Don't fall, don't fall. Here I come. Oh, that guy didn't fall. Father's, he knows, he's telling his son his place. Don't do it. So I spent like another half an hour after the massive log just jumping the smaller one, trying to get the double blip technique, but I didn't really manage to time it particularly well. But I'm still happy that I was able to just keep jumping and that I never really failed too badly afterwards. Like there's a few falls here and there, but whatever. So yeah, I'm going to head back sometime soon and I'm going to continue on this practicing because I felt like I made so much progress in such a short time. So yeah, thank you. See you next time. See ya.